a little bit more in the way of highlights. So I haven't washed my brush out, but I've picked up some Silurian blue and just mixing that into the brush that was left on the paint, on the brush that was left on the paint that was left on the brush. I'm obviously trying to go a little bit too fast, so but nevertheless we'll keep going. So I just sprayed the painting with water again, and looking at things now, I'm just checking my proportions. It could do with being a little heavier under the jaw there, and perhaps a little higher up here, and possibly a little longer along the back. I'm not sure, but either way, I'm just going to put some of this blue in here. Now that's not as light as I need it to be, so I'm just grabbing some, I think this is tinting white. I can't remember whether I put titanium white or tinting white on the brush, but so we'll just flick in a few little bits of white there. Sorry, light blue there. Bring up the height of the back of the neck. And then just grabbing a little bit more white onto my brush in addition to the bit of the blue I had before. And there's at the end of the tail, it's kind of coming up and sweeping round there. Put a little fleck of that lighter colour in there as well. And a little bit there, and then I'm going to add a bit there just to break up that line of blue I put in. Some bits there. A couple of little bits on the nose and down here. So it's not pure white on the legs. That could have done with being not included, that bit, but that's okay. All right, so just going to clean out my brush. Now I've got that nasty little run coming down from the belly, which I hadn't noticed, so just spraying that with the water. I'll lift that away. And I can probably lift out some of that as well. That didn't work quite so well, but that's okay. Alrighty, so now what we'll do is keep the paper moist down here and grab a bit of yellow, cadmium yellow, and mix it in with some of the white, like that. A little bit more white, and we'll start to put in some straw. Now this is coming out a little greeny because I had a bit of blue left on my brush. But you know, that's kind of okay really for what we're doing. And let's grab some of the white now, and just so having to work at speed, just put in some highlights, grab a bit of the red and mix that in with what I had there in terms of the yellow. And really that's far too red for what I want, so, but that's okay, because what we'll do is grab some of the white and mix that in. Okay, and then we can maybe use a little touch of that on the end of the nose there, and a little touch inside the ear. And then again, just going to wipe the brush off with a paper towel. And grab some of the burnt umber and mix that in with the reddish colour I've got there, and we'll use that as the beginnings. Just keeping the straw part of the painting nice and moist. We'll use this as the beginnings of some cast shadow.